is yours.
Good afternoon guys, Dark Purple Shadow here, and today I want to give you my personal views on this lovely game called Forza Horizon 6. Now, I'm not your typical Forza Horizon 6 player. I'm somebody who has pedigree. I've played all of the great racing games on the PS1, the great ones on the PS2, the great ones on the PS3, and the great ones on the PS4, and actually some of the great ones on PC as well. I'm a big avid fan of Gran Turismo 2. In fact, I was playing it recently on an emulator. Love that game, but I needed something else to scratch my itch. I needed something modern, and then I saw all of this random stuff about Forza Horizon 6 coming out. So much speculation, so much controversy about the price, about what cars are included, about the location. I just had to give it a go. And you know what? Let me tell you how I feel about it. First thing I'm going to say is Forza takes cars and treats them like toys, and that's not a bad thing. Games like Gran Turismo and other emulators, simulators, simcades, whatever you want to consider it, treat cars like tools, treat cars like something professional, something you enjoy with an air of superiority, something you must think and reflect about. What Forza does instead is it takes all of that, puts it in the bin and says, mate, just have some fun. In fact, Forza is in many ways the spirit of Need for Speed with the soul and infrastructure of a much more premium product. It's a true experience. It's a game with hours and hours of actual driving pleasure inside it. Now, so far I've only played this game for a couple hours. I got it with the premium edition, whatever. I had a couple of days extra to try it, and I thought I'll just make my own perspective on it just to give you guys some insight. Now, I'm not somebody who just enjoys bright colors and fancy lights and let me drive the latest Lamborghini. I wanted to try this game honestly and see how it is. And you know what? This game does have a crazy side, and it does have an absolute spectacularly chaotic side, but really at its core, especially with the location being Japan, this game is just serene beauty. Now, I've not really played many games that have utilized my new PC setup that I got last year, but this game really does allow me to put that RTX 5080 into overdrive and really crank up some of the settings and see how it works. And you know what? I'm pleasantly surprised. The graphics are literally the best. The settings, the scenery, the cars, even the animations, amazing. And some of the photos you can take in the photo mode, some of them I couldn't tell apart from real life until I really looked at the details, and even then I struggled. Now, this game really, for me, it starts off really strong. It's really got a feel to it, and it has a story and a vibe to it. Now, I have played the previous Forza Horizon 5, but I played that well into its release cycle, and I didn't really get that buzz that you get from early into a game's release cycle, where there's loads of people playing, trying it out, loads of hype around it, and people tell you to wait to purchase a video game, like, oh, wait for 6 months when it's £35 on Steam, not now when it's 50. I mean, who cares? You know, it's minimal differences in price. Now, the settings: Japan, neon lights, wet roads, mountain passes, city streets, car culture in every little cubby hole of this game is actually insane and intense. It looks amazing, and it feels like a screenshot simulator in the best way. Japan really is a cheat code for a racing game. The entire country feels like a race course. I feel like I'm driving through Fuji Speedway or Suzuka and I'm going down the road. I feel like every little turn or corner is a scene from Need for Speed or a scene from Too Fast, Too Furious Tokyo Drift. I feel like a protagonist, and I've only been playing the game a couple hours. Now, this game is playful, but it has a serious side too. It really does let you experience Japanese culture and even some of the more niche parts of it. The fact that there's loads of abandoned houses in Japan. You'll get to that in the game, I don't want to ruin it for you, but there's some features that talk about that and then justify themselves as features. The racing itself, I will say there are some weaknesses. Like, the AI is absolutely dog tier. I'm not going to sit here and tell you the AI is wonderful and wondrous and it gives you a challenge. The AI is either too hard to keep up with or too easy to even play. I think it's something they can balance and tweak throughout the actual progression of the game. It's not as good as Gran Turismo 7's, I'll tell you that. Now, when it comes to my own personal feelings as an adult, this game, compared to others in its kind of similar ilk, such as Gran Turismo 7 demands that you sit there and you play it for hours on end. It is very addictive and very fun, and the progression is beautiful. It's also very sweaty. license tests and stuff, you can keep missing the mark by like 1 second, and you keep trying to hit that, and there's iterative progression there. Forza has really none of that unless you really want to kind of try and do the extra super premium unlocks. So far, Forza, I've been playing in 30-minute chunks here and there between meetings, during lunchtime, when I have a bit of downtime, when I want to kick off some steam. And what Forza can do is you can actually enjoy the game as a casual player, and you'll feel like you did something useful. Now, let me roll back. Now, somebody who started video games with Gran Turismo 2, my earliest memories come from that game. And that game did something that Forza 6 is also doing. Forza Horizon 6 is giving you massive amounts of cars. The ordinary, the weird cars, the normal cars, and Gran Turismo 6 did that too. Even some of the more negative parts of this game, which I will be honest, I'm not a big fan of cross country, they explore a side of vehicle culture and racing that wasn't really explored in any other Gran Turismo, and it started to kind of be pieced together in Gran Turismo 2 with Rally and Pikes Peak being included. But what I'm saying is Forza lets you explore a different side of vehicles. It's not just about put something on the track and beat your lap time. It's just enjoy the cars. Now the customization, like you can just sit there and make your own fantasy versions of cars. Now I really like the racing modification feature of Gran Turismo 2, and this is kind of something that you can create your own version of in Forza Horizon 6. Now you could have done this in all the other Forzas, but every Forza does it slightly better, and Forza Horizon 6 does it slightly better, and I feel like it will be even better when people start, you know, all the proper livery editors start to really up their game. Now I make my own ones, and I'm not a pro at it. I just kind of make cool stuff, fantasy special editions of cars that I enjoy, but enjoy it. You can spend hours just playing that, and because the graphics are so beautiful, you feel like you really achieved something. To what I don't like, that's the AI. The AI is terrible. It launches too hard, and once you get in front of it, it just gives up. The performance classes feel a bit silly. Like if you're playing with a car at the bottom of the performance class, you're having a very hard time, and most of the opponents that you play with will probably have cars at the upper end of the performance classes, so you're kind of punished a bit. And there's a lot of toxic positivity in the game. Like it's very happy clappy, you know, woohoo, the world's a lovely place and this weird stuff, and I like that, but it's a bit too much sometimes. I know they add in a bit of more narrative that's a bit more negative here and there, but it's just a bit, that is a bit, I wouldn't say bad, it's just a bit, it's a bit like sticking a smiley face on everything, and I'm like, big brother's watching you kind of vibes, but I don't mind, it's okay. Now, people always complain on forums about how expensive this game is. I've already put into perspective, Gran Turismo 7 is probably more expensive than Forza Horizon 6, because in Gran Turismo 7 you waste so much time grinding for money to unlock some of the more niche, more nice cars, where sometimes achievements are locked behind them. I like the fact that Forza just charged me £100 to get the game, premium, ordered expansion packs. They might ruin it a bit, because I played the hell out of Forza Horizon 5. It was probably the only reason I had Xbox Game Pass for a long time. Now my personal overall first impressions, very, very positive. It's not replacing Gran Turismo for most people, but for me it definitely is, because I was really tempted at one point to get Gran Turismo 7 and buy an entire PS5 for that, but I'm glad that they released this, so it makes me not want to do that now, because I have a game that maybe isn't the same, and Forza is a playground and it is a fun place to be, and I think that is something that stayed true for Forza Horizon 5 until the bitter end, and I think it will stay the same for Forza Horizon 6. So please, please, please give it a go if you want to, and especially if you have the PC specs for it, you're actually going to be blown away by the graphics. The graphics are spellbinding.